A farm is not just a place for raising livestock, but also a world full of unique and sometimes unbelievable tasks. From skinning crocodiles, harvesting deer antlers, to branding cattle, each job requires the skill and experience of farmers. These tasks are not only a part of daily life on the farm, but also challenges that demand patience and careful observation. One of the important tasks in animal husbandry that many people may not know about is the docking of lambs' tails. This practice is common on many farms in Australia, where millions of lambs undergo this procedure every year. Although it may seem controversial, tail docking is actually crucial for the health of the flock and the economic efficiency of sheep farming. This procedure helps prevent diseases that can arise from dirt and parasites, while also protecting the sheep from injuries that may occur during grazing. For farmers, performing this task accurately and efficiently is an essential part of caring for the sheep, ensuring they stay healthy and thrive. It is also an important factor in maintaining the stability and growth of the agriculture industry, where even the smallest decisions can greatly impact profits and the sustainability of a farm. When raising sheep in large numbers, one common issue is their long tails. These long tails not only make care more challenging but also pose several health risks. Long tails can easily accumulate feces, leading to hygiene problems and increasing the risk of infections. Additionally, sheep shearing, an essential task on the farm, becomes much more difficult when the tails are too long. The tail docking process begins when farmers guide the lambs into a designated area where the procedure will take place. Traditionally, the tail is cut using a specialized knife, and the wound is immediately treated to prevent infection. In New South Wales, farmers use specialized tools for this process, and the procedure is carried out in a precise and coordinated manner. One person holds the lamb on a table, while another performs the operation. Everything is done quickly and accurately to minimize the animal's discomfort. However, most farms today have switched to using rubber rings for tail docking, a method considered more humane and much less painful. The rubber ring is tightly placed at the base of the tail, cutting off blood flow, which causes the tail to gradually fall off without causing much harm or pain to the sheep. This is not just a simple task, but a crucial part of caring for and managing the health of the flock. While it may be controversial, when done correctly, tail docking provides numerous benefits for both the animals and the farmers. With modern technologies and methods, today's farmers can perform this procedure quickly, effectively, and, most importantly, minimize the pain for the animals they care for. Regardless of the method used, lambs remain at risk of infection due to open wounds. This means that farmers must take extra care to ensure that their lambs receive the necessary vaccinations to prevent any harmful diseases. However, in reality, providing just livestock health care is not enough. Farmers must also take additional preventive measures to safeguard their herds from theft, which can be a serious problem. One of the most effective ways to protect cattle and ensure that each animal can be identified is through the age-old practice of cattle branding. Branding is a technique that allows farmers to mark their livestock, ensuring that they can easily trace ownership. Almost every cow on a farm has its own unique brand, a symbol that tells a story, helps manage the herd, and, most importantly, prevents anyone from taking what doesn't belong to them. This process plays a vital role in maintaining order and security in large farming operations. In Texas, cattle branding is a time-honored tradition carried out with precision every year between December and April. This is the time when farmers must take on the tough job of branding their cattle. The process begins by carefully roping the cattle, holding them by the neck and legs before restraining them on the ground. Once the animal is in place, a red-hot steel branding iron is pressed firmly onto a predetermined area of the cow's body, typically on the shoulder or hip. The brand leaves a permanent mark that will serve as a signature for the animal's entire life. Cattle branding, while essential, is not without its challenges. The branding process causes a burn from the heated metal, and during this time, the animal experiences significant pain. Therefore, it is the farmer's responsibility to ensure that the cattle undergo proper health checks before and after the branding procedure. This helps minimize the risks of infection and ensures that the welfare of the animal is upheld. Animal welfare is not just a legal requirement, but a moral obligation that farmers must take seriously. The primary purpose of cattle branding is to establish ownership, especially in cases of lost or stolen animals. To prevent confusion or disputes over ownership, farmers are usually required to register their brand with local authorities. This is a crucial step in maintaining order and security within the farming community, as it ensures that each brand is unique and easily traceable. Moving from branding to another key agricultural practice: deer antler harvesting. This is an essential task for farms specializing in deer farming, especially in countries like New Zealand, Russia, China, South Korea, and certain regions of Vietnam. Young deer antlers hold immense economic value, mainly because of their rich nutritional content. They are widely used in traditional medicine and have become increasingly popular in the functional food industry, offering health benefits that continue to attract interest. Every year, from spring to early summer, when the young antlers have fully developed but remain soft and rich in blood vessels, farmers begin the process of harvesting. This time of year is considered the ideal period, as the antlers are at their highest quality and nutritional value. In New Zealand, for example, a single herd of deer can produce around 300 pairs of antlers per season. This provides a steady and reliable source of income for farmers who specialize in this practice. Before cutting the antlers, farmers take steps to minimize pain and ensure the well-being of the deer. Anesthetic injections are administered to reduce discomfort, and antiseptic solutions along with hemostatic agents are prepared to treat the wound after the cut. These measures ensure that the process is as humane as possible. On average, an experienced farmer with the proper equipment can process between 10 to 30 pairs of antlers per day. During the procedure, the deer is severely restrained to prevent any movement, which could be dangerous for both the animal and the farmer. A small dose of local anesthetic is carefully injected near the base of the antler to numb the area, ensuring minimal pain. Once the deer is ready and the area is properly prepared, the farmer uses a specialized saw to cut the antler onto 1.5 inches from the base. This step must be done quickly and precisely to minimize blood loss and discomfort for the animal. After the antlers are cut, they are immediately sprayed with an antibacterial solution to clean the wound. These solutions are crucial in preventing infection and promoting quicker healing for the deer. Once the antlers are removed, they are carefully taken to a processing area, where they are neatly arranged on dry racks for proper preservation. The processing begins with washing the antlers to remove any dirt or blood. After that, the antlers are steamed or lightly boiled to lock in their valuable nutrients. This step ensures that the antlers retain their rich nutritional content. Following this initial treatment, the antlers are dried using methods that may vary depending on the farm's conditions and processing techniques. Finally, once dry, the antlers are cut into smaller sections, making them ready for use in various industries, such as traditional medicine and functional foods. Horses are raised on tens of thousands of farms around the world, and maintaining their health and performance is a top priority for farmers. To ensure they thrive, horses must be provided with proper nutrition, regular exercise, and frequent health checkups. Among the most important aspects of horse care is hoof trimming, a crucial practice that helps protect the horse's legs and overall well-being. One common hoof issue that farmers must address is hoof abscesses, which can lead to lameness and visible signs of pain in the animal. This can severely affect the horse's ability to move, and if left untreated, it can cause more serious problems. To prevent these issues, farmers begin the hoof care process by carefully trimming both the sole and the hoof wall. This requires precision and caution, as improper trimming can worsen lameness or even cause serious injuries to the horse. Before trimming the hooves, farmers heat an iron rod until it glows red hot, shaping the metal to craft a horseshoe. Once the horseshoe frame is properly formed, the team works together to hammer the hot steel, making it more pliable and easier to shape with precision. This process requires skill and teamwork, as every horseshoe must be crafted to perfectly fit the individual horse's hoof. Properly fitted horseshoes not only protect the hooves from wear and injury, but also improve the horse's comfort and performance. Hoof trimming and shoeing are essential to a horse's overall care routine, helping to ensure that the animal remains healthy and free from pain. Through skilled hoof care practices, farmers can help their horses lead more comfortable and productive lives, whether they are used for riding, racing, or working on the farm. The farmer then gently lifts the horse's hoof, carefully clearing out any dirt, sand, or debris using specialized tools. This step is essential to prevent discomfort and infection, ensuring that the hooves remain in optimal condition. By regularly cleaning the hooves, farmers protect the horse from potential harm caused by foreign materials trapped in the hooves. When treating injured hooves, farmers take extra care by wrapping the hoof in bandages. This helps keep the horse comfortable while also preventing infection. Injured horses are often placed in separate areas where they can rest and recover peacefully, away from the disturbances of other animals. This quiet environment allows the horse to heal properly and regain strength without stress or unnecessary movement. Horse farmers typically trim hooves every 6 to 8 weeks to maintain their condition and avoid complications. For horses that frequently travel on hard surfaces, farmers may fit them with horseshoes. These horseshoes protect the hooves from excessive wear and tear, ensuring that the horse remains comfortable and capable of performing well over long distances or on challenging terrain. Proper hoof care is not just about the immediate appearance of the hoof, but also about maintaining the horse's long-term health and mobility. By consistently addressing the needs of the horse's hooves, farmers ensure that their animals can perform at their best, whether they are being used for riding, working, or simply enjoying a healthy life on the farm. It's a vital aspect of horse care that requires knowledge, attention, and patience, highlighting the farmer's commitment to the well-being of their animals. Every year, over 1.5 million crocodile skins are exported from around 30 countries, making crocodile skin harvesting a crucial process in determining the commercial value of the leather. The quality and finish of the skin directly impact its market price, making the entire process of skinning and preparing the leather one of immense significance. Crocodile leather is a highly prized material in the luxury fashion industry, used in the creation of high-end handbags, shoes, wallets, and belts. Millions of crocodiles are farmed and harvested worldwide, generating substantial economic value and contributing to the global fashion trade. The process of skinning a crocodile begins with the animal being placed on a work table, where a precise cut is made at the neck to facilitate the process. A metal pin is inserted into the spine to keep the body stable, ensuring the skinning process proceeds smoothly. Farmers then spray water all over the crocodile to wash away any blood, reducing the risk of bacterial contamination and preserving the quality of the leather. This careful preparation is essential to maintaining the high standards required for luxury leather goods. The process begins with a careful incision along the midline of the neck, passing through the nape shield. Next, a row of scales on both sides of the dorsal midline is removed. Starting from the neck, hand movement